On our path to becoming value-driven professionals, leaders de-escalate drama. Welcome to Momentum Live. I'm Brooke Scutt. So I'm reading this great book by Donald Miller. It's called Business Made Simple. And I like this author a lot. He wrote a book called Story Brand as well. And from that point on, I'm just very thrilled with the information and the business leadership that he gives. In this book, so Business Made Simple is broken down into a couple different sections. And the first section is about character. And one of the things he talks about is knowing how to de-escalate drama. So, drama is any type of reaction, overreaction to a situation, or overreaction to a person, or overreaction to an event, or something that was said or done. And the thing about drama is that, a person who is dramatic is actually, seeking attention and needing that focus or that energy on them. And when that occurs, those type of people, dramatic people, really suck the energy out of a situation. They draw the energy into themselves as opposed to using that energy to figure out the problem. So, when you get tied up in a dramatic situation, it's confusing. Taking in that drama really causes a lot of confusion in the brain and fog, and it's very difficult to kind of see your way out of it. So I think it's important, and I love the way that this book breaks it down, because it talked about understanding the drama gap. So when you're experiencing something, asking yourself the question of what is the appropriate amount of drama to apply to the situation. In this guidance, Mr. Miller actually says something about, think about if you went to a fast food restaurant with a friend and they got their food and the ketchup was forgotten. So then the person walks up to the counter, swipes everything off the counter, jumps up on top of it and says, "Where's my ketchup?" Well, clearly that's a dramatic overreaction to just walking up and needing to ask for ketchup. Something else that's important about this value-driven professionalism is that we respect people who typically underreact versus overreact. So we find ourselves looking up to and admiring those who can handle themselves in a dramatic situation. And, the thing that I thought was most interesting from this entire chapter was the question that you can ask yourself. If you can step back, if you can remove yourself a little bit from the situation that's dramatic and ask yourself, what would a calm and calculated person do? How would they handle this situation? And I love that in the book here it says you'll be amazed at how clear a right response becomes when you remove yourself emotionally from a situation and respond as though you were writing a script rather than living inside of it. So he goes on to talk about, if you were writing a movie and you thought about how a well-respected, great character that the audience loves, how would they react? If they were calm and reasonable and you are writing the perfect script, how would that person react in this particular situation? I thought that was a really interesting spin because, I have frustrations, and probably the most dramatic area in my life has to do with my kids. And how I react to them. But I started to think about that. If I were to write the script for being a wonderful parent, how would I sound right now in this situation? What would I do? How would I react? Would I be yelling like this? Would I be frustrated like this? Or would I find some clarity and some space? So I utilized it in that medium for myself, but I wanted to share it with you guys today. So I hope you found it valuable. Have a great Monday and a great week, and I'll see you guys next week.